Alright guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to Fishing with TR. This intro might be a little bit longer than normal, but I've got a lot to tell you before I start showing you some fishing. So anyway, you know the catfish spawn is on. If you watch my video regular, you know I've been talking about that, and I've been talking about, well gee, you know, what else am I going to fish for while the catfish bite is kind of slow? Well, once in a while, me and some buddies from church get together and we go below the dam on West Point, and we take kayaks and we fish the shoals. And my buddy Matt, I'm just going to call him the river master, he lives down there the same way that I live in places, you know, where catfish bite up on the lake. And you know, typically when a group of us go, we're going with Matt because he knows the way. And anyway, so we did that this past Sunday and caught some fish, having a good time. And they start generating, which is a good thing for the fishing, because generally that makes the fishing better. You know, anytime there's current, the fish are active. When the water's rising, the current's getting stronger. They're right in the shoals, right under the little dams, feeding on shad and everything. And anyway, guys, I got sideways in my kayak and I flipped that sucker. Now, that's not news. I've flipped my kayak before, and by golly, I'll probably flip it again. But I had this camera on the kayak, and when I flipped, you know, I was pretty quick to reach bottom. It wasn't too deep, you know, it was probably neck deep. So I put my feet on the bottom, grabbed my kayak, flipped it back over, and then there's a few things floating, my tackle box and a couple other things I was able to grab real quick, throw them back in the kayak. But I got to looking around. I saved 2 rods. Well, there's 1 rod on the bottom of the river. It's lost, gone forever, perhaps. Also, this camera, guys, that I'm holding in my hand right now, was gone. And guys, I'm gonna tell you that my buddy Matt is about as good as they come. Last time I flipped my kayak, I lost 3 rods. And unbeknownst to me, Matt went out there the next day when the water was down, found all 3 of them, and returned them to me. This time, Brother Matt did the same thing. So big shout out to Matt. He is the man. But here's the thing. I don't know what's on this camera. Up until the point where I flipped, you know, I had put a fresh battery in this camera probably 30 minutes before I flipped. That means there should be about an hour of underwater footage. And I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that this thing was face up while it was on the bottom. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get to see some fish checking this thing out, see some underwater life. I have no idea. But anyway, guys, this may be a little longer video. I am going to show you kind of what we caught and some of the fishing. I'm going to show you. I'm embarrassed by it, but I'm going to show you me flipping the kayak and then crossing our fingers so we get to see some cool stuff from underwater. And anyway, guys, as always, appreciate you finding the channel. If you like what you're seeing, like, subscribe, tell your friends about it, and we'll see you on the water. Y'all be good. Little cutie. Woo! Here we go. Woo! It's taking drag. It's got stripes. Hybrid. Now this ain't no biggin' neither. Well, he was fun, but I didn't like him in the boat. It's alright. Yeah, it's a white bass sized hybrid. Yes, sir. I mean, you can do it when the water's up. I don't know how they did it today. They had to tote it. it.